So, yeah, day 3. I'm just telling everybody live that I'm waiting for Bitcoin to show where it wants to go today. I think it's gonna be sideways, maybe a little more compression to either the upside or a fake out to the downside. But overall, I think the high time frame analysis should be up. So, as I explained earlier, for the challenge, I now have 5 instruments, of which I think 2 are ready to take on more risk, and the other ones I will just take a loss. So right now I'm gonna look to sell near. I think I even am going to sell Algo as well, because it's slow as shit too. And I'll probably just close everything, and yeah, sure. Because I want to redistribute the weights. So everything is closed now. The only one with a loss was near. Just looking to remove everything now. Oh, that's also. Let's have another look at whiff here. So I think there's a big probability big whiff will run into resistance around, yeah, let's say 438. That's where I will probably ease on the risk, maybe finish. But for now, I think we can safely risk more on whiff. So yeah, I'm just gonna put 15 weight on whiff. No, maybe even more. Just put 17 weight on whiff. We're not gonna trade near an algo anymore. Yeah, like I said, Ondo looks to break out, so I'm gonna add Ondo with 3 weight, because the volume on Ondo is pretty low. Let's start with real quick. And we're gonna trade FET as well, because the structure, yeah, fuck yeah, here he goes. It's breaking out as well. So now, yeah, FET is really looking good. So yeah, this is our setup right now. Yeah, for FET now I'm waiting actually for a retest on the hourly 400. If it keeps the hourly 400, I'll probably long the living shit out of it as well on my other account, because it just looks good. Yeah, I think the next resistance will be around here, so it's still a nice move. But anyways, yeah, we just switched risk. FET, whiff, and Ondo. Probably the only instruments we're gonna trade today. On save and reload. Yeah, so something like this, if you see something like this on a higher time frame, it can be on the daily as well. Just a compression with a expansion, breakout to the upside. This is something you should really take serious, as most big moves come from this, as you can see. The thing you have to be careful about is the fake out to the downside. I haven't seen it on FET yet, so we could get a big fake out to the downside and then actual trend continuation. But it could also just be something like this and just bump like almost 2x from here. So really not something you should underestimate. And also, if you create a setup and you identify this pattern, you should really push the boundaries. So right now we're just running 4 weight because FET has lower volume, and I think WIF will be more volatile overall because of the volume. But if FET was bigger, let's see. Now it's just 2.6 million, but if it were like 10 million in volume, I would probably put all my weight on FET and play this retest and then break out probably. Yeah, you could just keep it running. Maybe put some alerts around these highs, these buy side liquidity levels, as they will now act as horizontal support, resistance. So these are the levels. That's still a almost 10% up move. So those levels are to be monitored. And other than that, if we break through everything, let's say we create a candlestick all the way through these levels without any retest. That's for me also a big no, because you want it to be as healthy as possible. So yeah, I think it's nice to have something like this. These probably get with holy fuck. That's cool. Yeah, so you want something like this to happen, probably. Like this would be nice around the highs to have some drop, some volatile move to shake people out. Because a lot of people who bought spot here will probably fail to hold on this move. They think, oh god, this was the top, now it's going back down again. And that's when the big move happens. So this is something you would like to see. The only moment to pay attention should be around these levels. So the buy side liquidity levels. Yeah, so now it's just monitoring and waiting again. See, we made another profit on WIF. Yeah, now it's just chilling. Yeah, that's the funny thing about trading. I think a lot of people, and I mentioned this before, a lot of people underestimate how extremely boring this profession can be. Especially when you do it full time, you really need a hobby. Yeah, during summertime I like to go out with a car a lot and see some nice things, drive around the country. And also during this summer I will probably go on holiday and do a lot of fun things. But in the meantime, you can just have Pinot API running. For my manual trades, yeah, okay, that's going to be tough. I like to not get too involved in the market while on holiday. But yeah, if I see a setup like this, I probably look to trade it on the holiday as well, because for me it's just like identifying a pattern, trading it as good as I can while managing my risk and my money, and yeah, it feels like picking up free money sometimes. But yeah, these patterns, they take a lot of patience to play out, because if you rush them, you'll just end up giving liquidity to people who are patient. With Pinot API, you can just keep it running during the holiday. Check it once a day, maybe. And if you're running like the idle algorithm, it's low risk. You can just leave it running and not pay any attention. So that's the strength of automated trading. You don't have to give a fuck to make money because the system works for you. Yeah, so I think this was a highlight with some nice explanation about pattern recognition and one of my most favorite patterns. Like, I think even on WIF, you could say this looks nice. It's a nice compression now with an expansion, probably aiming for the 4.35. So, but we'll see. Yeah, make sure to check out the other videos on YouTube if you're watching this and you haven't done already. It explains a lot more, and there's some nice knowledge in there you could use for Pinot API or your overall trading. Oh, okay. See you in the next video.